So my last video, I put up someone's spreadsheet and someone commented, but you can't buy fractional shares. That's why that person has moo. You can't buy fractional shares like VOO and VTI through Vanguard. Well, I'm making this video for you to prove to you that you can. I want to show people that there was a science on why they pump moo and fractional shares through these brokerage institutions for you. So if you like the fact that I'm here trying to enlighten you, give me a thumbs up. Let me show you from the Vanguard website that you can actually buy fractional shares.
I want you to see this. I'm on the Vanguard website. This is me controlling it. You see investorvanguard.com. We're going to go to personal investors and we're going to go to search. And I actually did this already. Auto buying and fractional shares. Look, investing in Vanguard ETFs is now even simpler. You can invest in ETF with fractional shares. Okay? You can invest. Let's click it. Investing Vanguard ETFs is even simpler. There you go. Exchange traded funds are popular for several reasons. You can read it yourself and you can do it. See? Invest like fund minimums don't exist. I've been trying to tell people, just go to the website and they allow you to do it. Look, as little as $1. Yep. You can even do automatic withdrawals, rebalance by dollar amount. Now let's go back. Okay, but we're going to go back. Actually, we're going to go to search. We're going to go auto buying. Look, you could set up an automatic investment. Create a recurring of investment from the bank account to your Vanguard account. Look, automatic withdrawals. See? Dividend reinvestment program, DRIP. They have everything that all these little dinky ones have. Now, I'm going to try to click on it to see if it'll let me go any further. Nah, you got to log in and I don't have an account with Vanguard. But look, you see it for yourself.
So you could buy fractional shares of VOO, VTI. You also can auto invest. Now, I'm here to air out some things, okay? A lot of people don't build wealth because they don't put any money in. They're constantly jumping from fund to fund. They don't invest long enough to reap the benefits of it. You gotta keep investing. And I'm going to show you a future video. My next video, you're gonna love that one because I'm gonna show you guys something great. A lot of proof is gonna be in that video right in front of you. Now, when I started this journey of investing, I had to really enlighten myself. And the things I had to do a lot of digging with myself. I had to find out that I was my own worst enemy when it came to money. I'm gonna come out and tell you, I had a DUI. I almost lost my job. I almost lost my CDL. I lost 2 homes. I was going through a divorce. I was living in my car at work. Every shift they had, I went in the office and took it. But before I started going in the office, I never forget the first time I went in the office, I said, listen, I'm going through a divorce. I got a DUI. I have to pay for these lawyers. And my foreman said, you don't even come to work now. Why would I give you extra hours? You left us high and dry in the past, partying, not coming back to work. Now, this was back in like 2010. I said, all I want is one shot to prove to you that I'm maturing and that I could be a better worker. He goes, all right, I'll think about it. It was a Friday night. They called me in the summer. They had an extra shift that was going all weekend. That was a test to see if I was going to take it or if I was going to go party. Ever since then, I've been rocking and rolling. Whenever they need me, I take it. And whenever I need them, they give it to me. Sometimes I do less hours and sometimes I do more because money is the number one thing that will build your portfolio. I want to get back to this. Would you like to know why they told you VOO and VTI? If you go back to some of your biggest influencers, if you go back to Keenan Race's first video, he's sitting on the floor. He didn't invest in VTI, VOO. When you go back to Larry Jones's first financial video, after he's playing a guitar, he's actually talking about Fidelity. He's not talking about VOO and VTI. They did not start talking about that until the market started to correct and they got crushed on all those speculative stocks and people called them out. And then they start talking about the overall market. But there's a lot of things they didn't tell you. Did you know that there's an index fund that actually tracks the S&P 500 from Vanguard? There's actually a total stock market too that tracks it. And you could invest $1 the whole time through those index funds. You didn't need to do fractional shares, do ETFs. Now, if you're doing ETFs, that's on you. That's good. That's great. Keep buying them. Don't sell them. You want to know why people and the stock market and these brokerage institutions invented ETFs? Because they trade like stocks. People will sell them with emotion. They want you trading. An index fund can only be traded out of at the end of the day. That gives people time to think about the mistake they're making and they could cancel it. That's why I've always said index funds, because when you're in an index fund, it gives you time to think. You can't just sell it if the market's going down. They invented in the book that I'm reading and that I have read twice already, that they were started so people sell out and try to time the market. Do you know that Vanguard actually makes an S&P 500 fund? There it is right there. They make an index fund. Yeah, there it is. There's the stock ticker. Did you know they also make a total stock market index fund too? Boom. There it is. The reason why they did that is because they wanted to sell those brokerage institutions to you. Now, for a time being, they were the only ones that did fractional shares, but a lot of the big brokerage institutions caught up real quick. People have been investing in index funds through Vanguard forever. These index funds have been around since the 70s, man. Those index funds, 70s, I think late 60s, early 70s. Now, you may need $1,500 or $2,500 to get in them, but I believe you actually can invest $1 now. I think they lowered the minimums to index funds for Vanguard. Here's another trick that I'm going to teach you. A lot of the ETFs and index funds that these big brokerage institutions make, it usually begins with the first letter of the institution. Example, Schwab, SCHD, SCHG, SWPPX, SWTSX, Schwab. Fidelity, FXAIX, F. Vanguard, VOO, VTI, VF, IAX. That's a little trick for you. They needed to market these things to you. So you go through the Moomoo. So you go through the Robinhood. If you look at any one of their videos from the very beginning, they never talked about that. They wanted to get paid, and that is what they did. You don't believe me? You have influencers now selling coffee on their platform, good people. Why would you buy coffee from an influencer? You can do whatever you want. It's your money. I didn't help you make it. But if I want coffee, I'm not paying shipping and handling to an influencer who just started a business. I treat my life like the way I do my investments. I go to what's been tried and true. I will go to a supermarket, use my discount card, pick whatever blend I want off the shelf, bring it home, grind it up, and put it in the coffee maker. You want to know why? Those coffee beans come from all the same place. I'm a longshoreman. I see the containers. It says coffee. They come from Colombia. Customs usually checks those first. Why? A lot of cocaine comes in those containers, allegedly. Now, it's a business. It's always been a business. Remember I said they're going to start doing donations, parties, fundraisers, get-togethers at the end of the year. We're in October, right? I called it in past videos. It's been a business the whole time for them. They never liked me because I've always told it how it was. I couldn't be bought because I enlightened myself with knowledge. And you know what? I'm like the Cat Williams and the Jaguar Wright up here. Nobody will believe me, but eventually the truth will come out and you will see. No regrets. I hope this video helps if you made it this far. I do have a dividend portfolio where I buy and hold. Think about subscribing, joining the membership, and in the future video, you're going to see more proof in that video than any one of these influencers has shown in years. Stay tuned. No regrets. Have a great weekend. Get it.